Today, I'd like to share our delicious pea soup recipe with you. My husband is making a pea soup, which he generally does whenever we have leftover ham. So you can see we've got a bag full of the gallon-sized Ziploc full of leftover ham that we've been using a little bit of in sandwiches and things. But with what we have left over, we're going to make a pea soup. Or actually he is. I don't usually make it. We have our split peas, and this is a jar of the drippings from the bottom of the pan from the ham. We usually flavor the pea soup a little bit with that. So let me show you. He's had the ham bone boiling for a little while, and he usually adds carrots and onions to this, and he lets it boil for a couple of hours, and then he's going to add potatoes, and actually he's ready to add the potatoes right now. So he's going to put the potatoes in and let that boil for a little while longer. Pea soup is not something that is a quick meal. It's generally something that simmers all day long. So he's just going to let that simmer in there until the potatoes are soft. Put the cover back on. This bone needs to come out. It's been sitting there for quite a while. So what I'm going to do now is just separate the meat from the fat and the bone. And you see, this is just all falling apart. So that's what I'm going to do now. And all the meat and the carrots, potatoes, and onions I'm going to put back into the pot. There's quite a bit more meat on this than one would think, really. It's amazing what comes off this bone when you cook it for a little while. Okay, so I have this separated. This is all the fat and the bone, and this is all the meat that came off of it, and I just shredded it. So now we're going to mash up the carrots and the potatoes that are in the pot currently. I've got everything else out of there, all the fat and the meat and the bones. So it's just the broth, the potatoes, and the carrots and onions. Ideally, I do not like to use metal in this pan because it scratches, but I do not have a plastic potato masher, so that's what we're using. Okay, the next step is we're going to add a ham base. This is something that we buy. Let me focus in on this. I'm going to put it a little closer. This is something that we buy at an Amish store. It's just gives the ham a bit of a different flavor. It just, or the pea soup more of a ham flavor. I mean, it already has a ham flavor, but it just enhances it, and it tastes so good. This is something that you can use in a boiled dinner as well. We just like to use it. Okay, once he gets that all in there, we're going to add the meat. And we did cut up a little bit more ham, some more leftover ham that we had, because what was in there wasn't quite enough, so we added some more to it. Alright, so now we're also going to add a little bit of the broth from the baked ham. It's just kind of what the ham was sitting in. It's a little bit of the glaze. We let it set in the refrigerator overnight and skimmed all the fat off the top, so now it's all just pure flavor. And my husband does an amazing glaze for our ham. It's peach preserves, homemade peach preserves, and pineapple and brown sugar, and oh my gosh, it is so good. I am very fortunate that I have a husband who loves to cook. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add some dried peas. These are just green split peas. You can get in the grocery store. Okay, these will take about 45 minutes to an hour to soften. Sometimes a little bit longer, depends on how hot you have this, what temperature you have it on. But we like to bring it to a low simmer and just let it simmer so all the flavors meld in there really good. Doesn't that look delicious? This is gonna thicken up quite a bit, so we're gonna add a little bit more water. If you've never had pea soup, you are really missing a treat. I do not like peas, but I love pea soup. Okay, so we're gonna bring that to a boil and then bring it back down to a simmer and just let it set for a while. And we'll check it in a little bit. Okay, so this has been cooking for about an hour. You can see what that looks like now. Now he's going to add a little bit of brown sugar to this. Just want to make it a little bit sweet. You can see where it's thickening up quite a bit. I said a little bit of brown sugar. That's a little bit of a lot of brown sugar, but it really tastes so good. You can see how thick that is. He makes the best pea soup, I'm telling you. It is so good. Now we're just going to put the cover back on it and let it simmer a little bit more because the peas are still a little bit hard. Add a little bit more liquid so that doesn't get too thick. And we're just gonna let it do a slow simmer some more, a little bit longer, and we'll check it in a few more minutes. It's been cooking for about an hour, so we're gonna check it, and you can see it's pretty thick. It thickens up quite a bit. We like it thicker. I know that some people like it a little bit more soupy, but we like it a little bit thicker. My husband's going to add some liquid smoke just for a little bit of flavor. This is hickory flavored liquid smoke. My husband likes the mesquite flavor, but I like the hickory, so we're using the hickory. Doesn't that look delicious? It's pretty much done. So let's find a bowl here and taste.
Easter was just a couple of weeks ago, so this is actually how we are using the leftover ham and ham bone from the Easter ham. If we're not quite ready to use the ham bone for pea soup, we will often put it in the freezer. Just throw it in the freezer and it'll sit there until you're ready to use it.
It's really, really hot, but it's really, really good. So that was how we make our pea soup. I hope you try it. I'm not sure how you make it. I've seen it made different ways. I actually just saw the other day that somebody had put it in a big baking dish and baked it in the oven. I'd never seen that done, so I may try that someday. But for now, this is the way we've been doing it. I just want to thank you for joining me here at Mimi's Pantry.